What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have our first official, or basically second update on our C10 pickup. This is a service truck version, and we're doing this for a police station build for Brian over at BG Model Workshop that Jeff from Model Car Garage is hosting for him. And the reason why we're doing this is because Brian loves doing these work truck vibes, and also with the paint scheme that I'm going to go with. And I kind of want to take it my own little twist of a way too, by lowering it down to the ground and putting a big engine in it and all that good stuff. So what you're looking at and how you're seeing it is basically how she's going to sit. I mean, this thing's looking so cool. So we got some push bars in the front. We do have an intake stick out of the hood, which you probably see. And the way it's sitting, it actually looks so good. So we're gonna go ahead and start taking things apart. We do have some spare tires that are going onto the truck. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put them in the back or not, but we might, because it actually kind of gives it that vibe. But these are the wheels and tires. These are actually the front ones because they're not as deep. The back ones are a little bit deeper, and here they are right here actually. So yeah, really cool. So we got a nice deep dish. These are like work truck wheels, I want to say, but custom obviously, because they're, you know, they're bigger. They're like 19, I think they're 19-inch wheels. So really cool. So those are the wheel and tire combo. Here is our push bar, and yeah, that thing looks really mean. It looks cool. So I kind of want to add this, just kind of give it that character, because it is a service truck. And just in case you're wondering, we are, if you haven't seen my last update, we are doing it as a golf paint scheme. So we're gonna put this, basically the large one, on the door for the golf. And then yeah, so we're gonna do a golf paint scheme like it's an old golf work truck, but just completely turned into a custom truck, slammer down to the ground. So we do have, our hood does shut, and here is our little notch we had to cut out. Might have to do a little more sanding. Yeah, I do have to do a little more sanding on our opening there, but not too big a deal. But the hood went together very nicely. Some people do do hate it when it's multiple pieces, but it's not too big a deal. The trick is using sprue glue. Just so you don't know what sprue glue is, it's basically the cement. You can use the Tamiya cement or the testers. I use the tester cement because the tester cement is a little bit thicker, and all you do is put some, you know, sprue, like part of your trees in there, and just let it you know, acetylate in there, and it turns it into this like paste. It turns it into like a putty, but it's made of styrene, so it really helps, and it's really nice. So just in case you guys don't know about that, and it fills in and all the gaps, and it just creates it nice and smooth when you sand it. So it's basically like a putty for, you know, styrene. So yeah, so there's the hood. We're gonna go ahead and take the bed apart. And oh yeah, we do have a little hydraulic tank back there. I am gonna put it back in there, and then we're gonna have the pretend the hydraulic, you know, air compressors. We're gonna be hiding inside these doors. I'm not gonna open these doors because, well, there's no reason to, because underside and stuff. But we're just pretend the hydraulic air compressors are inside those doors and hidden away. I'll show you the bed here a little bit more. And here is the tires. Here we get the hubcap on there. Just kind of comparison. So yeah, one piece wheel or two piece wheel, and then we got the hubcap. So the wheel, we are going to do it in orange, I think. I'm not 100% sold on that yet. And then here is our cab. I'm going to take that right out. There's the front wheel with the hubcap, really cool. And then here is our cab. The cab looks really nice. We do have our fenders in there. These actually fit really nice. And of course, we got our firewall. We might actually paint this in like aluminum look. I wanted to glue it into body right now because, well, it has to be super glued because it's resin. So, but not too big. We can easy, if we want to, we can easily mask it off and then paint all inside here like aluminum. Because obviously it's custom made, because that's not factory obviously. But yeah, the cab looks good. And of course, we did more of that sprue glue back here because there's big gappages back there. So that was good. And then our engine plant, actually before that, here is the interior. Looks good. So I'm not sure what color I'm gonna do the interior. I'm actually thinking like a really dark red, like a full-on custom interior. I'm not sure yet. And then here is our engine plant. So here's the intake we have going on to it. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I was gonna stick out the hood a little bit. And then here is the 632, is it? Yeah, 632. This is a big engine, and it fits in the cab, or in the engine bay. I was hoping it would, and it does. I just had to cut out that little notch on the hood, but it actually looks really cool with that intake. But this is a huge engine. This is like a 1,004 horsepower engine. Bit too much, but I don't care. I want to put a huge engine in this thing. I know Brian is not big about putting huge engines in his models or his trucks. You know, he likes doing them basically almost stock, but I want to put my own little twist in it. I want to put like a huge engine in it just for the memes, because it's custom. It's low to the ground, and it's kind of funny. And here is our chassis. Chassis looks pretty nice. We're keep this all one unit. I did glue on these A-arms for the rear diff because I kind of want these to be same chassis color. I might do the chassis in like a steel color, so that'd be pretty cool. And then here is our diff. We might actually do this in like aluminum, like a brushed aluminum, because it's that diamond diff type deal. So that looks pretty cool. So we're gonna have that going on. So back to the bed. I did mention everything. Well, actually, I don't mention it. Everything is all done. It's all ready for paint. Everything's all smooth. It has a bone. And the back, I did actually sand off the taillights and I think it was a blinker, because I think it was a bit too big. It didn't look as scale. So I did sand those off, and we're going to use the kit taillights, because the kit actually has pre-tinted red taillights and reverse light and stuff like that. So we're going to use that. And then another thing I had to do, or wanted to do on the bottom, is we kind of scratch build our styrene sheet, kind of the closings for the drawers, because the designer he left all this open. I know for a good reason, because you know it make it not as heavy, and so it doesn't use as much resin either. But I kind of want to close this off so it doesn't look so hollow in there. So we closed it all off and just kept the opening for the wheel wells. So that looks pretty cool. But other than that, that's pretty much the only thing I did to the bed, and just sanded the living heck out of it. And yeah, like I said, we're pretty much ready for paint. Might get it in paint this weekend. I kind of want to. And then we are doing it as the Golf, so we are going to be doing it as in the Golf paint schemes. We are going to be using the new Ammo by Meg Cobalt colors. I'm going to see if I might do a how-to video on it. I might do it because I'm not sure. Nobody may know about these colors. They are not airbrush ready, but you do have to put a thinner in there. But you have a ball in there, as you hear it, and we can make it airbrush ready. So, and also I might want to do this as like a leathered truck. Like I said, I want it to look like it was an old Golf paint scheme. So we might actually, I'm not going to do rust. I might actually do like a black primer or something, and have like black shown. And we are going to try out the heavy chipping effect from Ammo by Meg as well, because this is acrylic base. This is airbrush. You put in airbrush, and basically what you do is you prime, or whatever color you want the rust to be, then you put on a Ammo flat clear, whatever you want to do, seal it in, then you put this on. This is a heavy chipping effect. This is acrylic, and then this is also acrylic. Then you put this on top, and then basically how you activate it is just by adding some water, and it creates the chipping. So we're going to try the chipping effect on this and have some like wear and tear on the paint job coming out. So I think that'll be pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and give that a try and see how that turns out. But other than that, that's pretty much about it. Like I said, we're pretty much ready for paint, so hopefully we're definitely going to get in paint this weekend, and it should be really fun. So this is going to be a really cool project. But other than that, guys, that's it. That's all we got so far. It's looking so good, and yeah, it's going to be a really, really cool project with the Golf paint scheme on a service truck, and just custom slam down to the ground. I think it's going to be really, really cool. But alright, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and until my next video, we'll catch you next time.